I'm gonna play Rogue now too, actually, so it's very roguey. But for now, let's finish this Rogue. Rogue! First card, so it's a Rogue. We're gonna dagger on 2. We're gonna get some heals. We're gonna get some aggressive. So the difference in Rogue drafting, I wasn't completely honest. It is a little different drafting for Rogue than it used to be before before the Rastakhan meta. You have to have some aggressive cards. You didn't used to have it before because you were just playing control and getting your hits in. But because Warrior exists, Rogue has to be able to turn it on when it needs to. And so you need some more reach cards than you did before, which I don't think it's like that big of a deal. You always needed some heal cards, but let's get our reach cards in first. Let's get our tempo cards in. This is terrible. I am not taking a Blade Flurry. Let's go with the Volatile Elemental over a Blade Flurry. Okay. Reach is not that hard to get for Rogue. So I'm going to take a Blink Fox here over an SI7. No need to Cutthroat Buccaneer. Youthful Brewmaster could be useful, but again, you don't need 2s for Rogue. So Shiv is... I prefer the Shiv because it saves your face health. Assassinate with Walk the Plank. I wonder which one I'm going to take. I like a Cheap Shot in the deck, but I will take a Walk the Plank. Next time I face Walk the Plank versus Cheap Shot, I'm going to go with Cheap Shot. They're going to force me to take a 2-drop. They're going to force me to take a 2-drop. Well, if you need a 2-drop, a 2-3 is the way to go, not a 3-2. Because at least on going second, you can coin out the 2-3 and get some advantage by daggering the next turn. Vicious Scale Hide is fine. There are ways to make that work. Gets you some health. We have 2 Death Rattle cards already? But Roll the Bones is still so slow. I'm gonna take a Vicious Scale Hide over a Rockpool Hunter, actually. We may need to heal. Cold Blood. That's a good card. So many 2-drops. Easy Cold Blood here, especially if you put it with the Scale Hide. If you want to heal, you can make it go face. See, we face Walk the Plank and Cheap Shot again, right? I said I'd take a Cheap Shot the next time. I'm not lying. I'm going to take a Cheap Shot. And now we have the Amalgam that the Murloc could actually synergize with. Bone Drake's fine too. This deck will do fine with Dragon. We have one card that draws a card in Blink Fox, but we also have Cold Blood and Vicious Scale Hide, which are kind of slow. I never take MCT. That's not true. I sometimes take it, and it never works out for me. It's normally pretty good for Rogue, I think. Nightmare Amalgam is too good. Can I really go away from the Nightmare Amalgam? Maybe. I think Drake is a good compromise here. Necreon Blade plus Bone Drake? Yeah, that's true too. I like the compromise because we don't really have card advantage here. This is crap. I'll take the Stormwatcher. It's the only one that's an actual card. 4 mana, deal 2 damage, ain't cutting it. Good, we get some 3s. Dragon Slayer is very in the meta right now. I kind of prefer Scarlet Crusader for the tempo, but I'm not going to pass up a Dragon Slayer in this meta for another 3-drop. Okay. Big taunts are good. I really want a Furious Etten, but it's our second 7-drop. I guess it's early enough. We could take a Furious Etten. See a Phantom Knives, take a Phantom Knives. That never changes. Rabble Bouncer or Giggling. I think I'd still rather have a Giggling. They're taunts. I'm not going to take a Walnut Sprite over a Giggling. Okay, so we're pretty secure on those. We need a 4-drop. We have no 4-drops at all yet. Now we need to fill in our 3 and 4 curve. We have decent value cards. We have big taunts. We just, like, I'm not taking a big taunt again. It's Play to Beat or Hallucination. We have 1 heal and Vicious Scale Hide. We have no other heals right now. Plated Beetle could be useful for that heal. Um, hallucination is hallucination would also work. I'm gonna take a plated beetle actually. It's not about the 2-drop, it's about the 3 armor, which could be useful. Hallucination is really powerful though. Do we need power in this deck? We kind of do. Our initiative is also not that good. That's not true. Our initiative is fine. Our initiative is average. I'll take a plated beetle. I want the heal. I don't want to end this without heals. If you're talking about initiative and how we can deal damage, we already have 2 things that can deal damage from our hand. We only have 1 thing that can heal, and it's just a Vicious Scalehide. So I want to make sure we get the heal. Mistwraith is a good 4-drop. We have only 1 synergy with it so far in the cheap shot. So I think I want the Augmented Ella because it's a better 3-drop just as a 3. Okay, now we can take the hallucination. We keep getting hallucinations and passing them up, but now we can actually take it. We don't need another 7 mana or above taunt, right? We have 2 already plus another 7-drop. Okay. Shadowblade Missile Launcher. Missile Launcher's fine. It's like a weird fan of knives. Mossy Horror is also fine. I'm not gonna take a Shadowblade because I already have a Necrium Blade. They're not really 3-drops. Because you dagger, if you're going first, you dagger on 2. So I'm going to take a Mossy Horror. It kind of does the same thing as Missile Launcher, but it's safe if you have stuff on the board. Okay. Spell Zerker can trigger and make the Phantom Knives insanely good. Also the Cheap Shot insanely good. The Shiv also works with it. This game's just forcing us to take 2-drops. I don't believe in it, though. We're going to take the Furious Etin over the Spell Zerker. We have 3. We're probably going to end with 4, where the Spell Zerker would actually work if you could trigger it. But Big Taunt never fails. We need Curve. I know everyone will want a Violet Worm, but we have too many big things, and we need Curve. Here is our last heal. Right, we only have 1 4-drop right now. Here's a 4-drop and a heal. Now we have 3 heals. I'm happy with my heals. Easy scavenger there. In terms of reach, we have 2 cards that are reach, and we need more. So probably a Cold Blood. Don't need 2s. Lab Recruiter's not going to do anything here. It's going to be Cold Blood or Shiv. We already have a Shiv. Shiv is fairly anti-tempo. So let's go with a Cold Blood for our 3rd reach card. It also synergizes with the Vicious Scalehide, right? Alright. So we are very much not on the board. This Frostwolf Warlord's not going to do anything. So we could have our 4th heal card in Rusty Recycler, or we can have a really bad 4-drop. We kind of need a 4-drop. But the Recycler with the Cheap Shot is so good. 4 3-mana cards that are actually drops. So we're going to need a whole bunch more 3s when they come. Which means we may not have 4s. We also don't have things to play on 5. Rusty Recycler's just too good. I can't get away from that. We don't have weapons. Like, we have 1 weapon. Ugh. Stormwatcher's unpickable. It's going to be an Ironforge Rifleman or a Cheat Death. I guess I'll take an Ironforge Rifleman. Cheat Death just incentivizes them to go face. And we have a Cold Blood, but we have no other buffs besides Cold Blood. So, we're going to Ironforge Rifleman this. Have some options. You can't punish them if they go face unless you have buffs. That's the only way to really punish them. And we don't have buffs. Like, we have Cold Blood. We have Cold Bloods without the best Cold Blood targets, really. I'm thinking about Cheat Death, because you put Cheat Death with like a Furious Etten, and you're golden. But no, they pick. Yeah. That's not the way. That's not the way forward. Giant Wasp is fine. But Argent Squire works really well with the Cold Blood. We do need 3s. Can we afford a Squire? We have no, what do you call it? Combo cards. Squire is really good with the Cold Blood. Wasp is a fill-in 4-drop and stuff, though. I'm gonna take the Wasp. Squire is good for the deck, but we need more cards to get us there. Squire is really good with a dagger too. It lets you 1/3/3 as well, but we don't have enough 3s to 1/3/3. And I think we need more, I don't know, cards. We have very little card draw. Okay. We don't really have enough Death Rattle effects to make this worth it for the Undertaker. Zola's okay. Mojo Master slows the game down, though. We don't have enough cards if the game is sped up. Like, Mojo Master could be a way for us to limit cards with much better card draw than us. Because we need to push. It's definitely not Undertaker. Zola's fine to just get more cards. You never play Old Mojo Master on 6 with this deck. Like, our minions are just not good enough for Zola. There's like 3 minions here I'd actually want back in my hand. They're all anti-tempo. So they're all late game plays. In the late game, would I rather have 1 extra card, or Mojo Master Zihi, which is +3/+3, which is like, let's say that's like a half a card on the compared to the Zola. You're also paying for that exact amount of tempo on the board, and you're reducing the opponent's tempo and your tempo. You gotta play your cards first. Mojo Master. Depends on how many priests we face. Because it doesn't... it could affect Dragon Roar a little, but not too much. You know what? I'm going to try the Mojo Master, see how well it works. Oof. Crazed Chemist is by far the best card here. But we need 4 drops. Like, we just need 4 drops. This deck does not function without 4 drops. And we need them. So that's that. I also need 3 drops. It's not a Felsoul Inquisitor. Even though the Felsoul works well with the Cold Blood. Cloak Scale Chemist is really good with Cold Blood. Could be a Cloak Scale. I don't think it's a Felsoul. We don't need healing anymore because we're leaning towards healing cards. Bard is the normal pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we need 3's bad. Swift Messenger is fine if it's a 2/6. It's not fine if it's a 6/2 half the time. So it's just less good of a drop as Rumble Tusk Shaker. The Bard has its uses. Cloak Scale has its uses too. I don't think I'm consistently on the board enough for the Bard to do stuff. And I definitely don't have any, like, tokeny plans. And finally, good. We get a 3-drop. Not going to take the Perdition's Blade. Need an actual drop, which means it's Phantom Militia or Untamed Beastmaster. Untamed Beastmaster is a much better drop. As far as being played on 3 goes, we unfortunately have, like, no beasts. Okay, we have some beasts. We have 5 beasts. That should be enough. Okay. This is not a good deck. This is not a good deck. We will make the best of it. Hey, brand new. Can I get a diet? Like a Coke Zero? Thanks. This will be fine. We have a Beastmaster. We're going to dagger. I'm looking for a 4. Good, we get one of our 3/4 drops. Thank you. And we get the Scale Hide back. I needed to draw you after the Beastmaster.
It's all mine. Huh.
What the hell are we even saying to each other? That's also not a bad 4. So we were offered no card draws. I'm so glad we took the Bone Drink. Alright, top deck beast, come on. Nope, not a beast.
Back, beast.
Okay.
As long as it keeps out arrows.
Probably sudden betrayal. Ah, he set it up though. May not be sudden betrayal. I got nothing. I'm just gonna Rumble Tusk Shaker.
Back, beast.
There we go. You see his master plan now.
It's mine.
It's not terrible.
Let me in, man. It's my turn.
We could have also done nothing. And then killed something else, but I don't know if there's a better thing to give back to him.
I wonder.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on? Ha, this guy's toast.
Okay. Fine. So bad for cheap shot. So bad for everything, but let's give it a shot.
Locked and loaded.
Here we go.
He still has a coin. Like furious after this, at least. Like, that was such a bad counter to cheap shot. Bad for us, I mean. Not bad for him.
So many options.
Let me in, man. It's my turn.
Okay, I could cheap shot this, but that feels kind of like a waste. Do I giggling this? No, that's committing too hard. Do not have a Primordial Drake. Do not have a Primordial Drake. Do not have a Primordial Drake.
top holds.
I could trade these in.
Choose soon. Here we go.
Sure they wax one.
Well, glad I traded some. Alright, that's kind of unnecessary.
Top holds. Lost away.
Don't have a large removal. He's probably gonna have a large removal. No, he doesn't. Although this walk the plank no longer works, which is unfortunate.
I want you.
I was like, please heal that, please. This is fine too. Get some value for our cheap shot. Some damage on his face, some value for the cheap shot. He doesn't have a hard removal. He would have used it. Ah, that's what you're for, Mossy. That's what you're for. You know, I had my doubts about you. But you have proven yourself. Okay, so you just conceded. It's fine. That's way too slow to actually solve this problem.
I get.
Let's see what you guys bet. With like okay-ish amount of taunts, it pushes if we need to push against like a warrior or something, and it's like medium-sized. It mostly curves out. It's not the best curving out, but we're a rogue, we can get away with it a lot. Alright, this is a terrible draw. I think I would have still said 7 wins for this deck. Because if he puts out a 3-2 here, for example, you need to, like, dagger, unfortunately. Yeah, if we played a beetle, he coins out a 3, we're just outmatched. So, unfortunately, you can't even beetle here. Just dagger.
Halt. Who goes there? Lambs? Those aren't exciting enough.
Here we go.
I may have to empty dagger next turn. So, I want to make sure I use it. Yes, dagger my face. Trade it in or don't trade it. I'll have to deal with it. Uh-huh. Yep.
As long as it keeps out arrows.
I am on the board. I'm down 8 health. I'm ready for this cold blood combo, though. Play a 2/6.
I love omelets.
I like that he tried to do that. That makes me feel better about myself. I don't know what he wanted to do for 1 mana there, but I like that the attempt was made.
Here we go.
Cold Blood, maybe? He tried to target my stealth minion. He wasn't going to Cold Blood it. I don't know what for 1 mana he wanted to do to target my guy. It was backstab? Okay. It was also a weird backstab if you wanted to backstab it. But that's fine. See, these healing, it comes in so important. Because if you're going to dagger on 2, you're going to get hurt a lot, and then your recovery from that is to hurt yourself some more with your dagger. So you definitely need heals, not just taunts. Also, the Cold Bloods with the Stormwatcher is a lethal combo. You successfully double Cold Blood it, all of a sudden it's dealing 24 damage to the opponent's face the next turn. Okay. No, it was a backstab. Good call. Smork. Seems like it. I mean, I'm not gonna double Cold Blood face. Am I gonna double Cold Blood face?
Choose soon. A clever concoction.
It's not double Cold Blood face. Missed 1 damage? Oh, yeah. That's my bad. Could have daggered and redaggered. That's fine. I am okay with that.
Mind if I roll need? A clever concoction.
Let's see him do more of these, because I only have big things. Like, if he keeps hard removing, he's going to run out at some point.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
That's fine. Literally, my weapon will kill it. Go for it.
Here we go.
All the face damage. This next turn, I could do Bone Drake and Egg Napper and spread a little. Like, he can't double hard remove me. Or the hard removes is going to be the Etten. So I don't feel that pressured.
Neither snow, nor rain, nor witch.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine too.
I love omelets.
Here we go.
Okay. I set up the most tempo. I don't need to defend right now.
You cannot escape the shadow of death.
Well, I hope I'm not dead.
Lightning strikes.
Double Leroy? I don't lose if he double Leroys. That's fine. Well, I can't take it to the face. I gotta throw both of these in. Actually kind of annoying. Oh, I can't count. Ha! This game is much nicer now that I'm able to count.
Silver Moon shall not fall.
I must choose soon. Is that here? Turn to get ready.
Maybe I should have taken it, but it kind of scares me, right? That he can just repeatedly play whatever card. This hero power. Like, if he gets an Eviscerate or something, I don't want to just be dead. So I know I can't, like, out-card advantage him anymore, but...
A stranger will offer you aid.
Oh, that's interesting. But I also, like, have plenty of stuff to do before I'm out of cards.
That's the stuff.
He's dead.
Well played. The day is yours.
GG.
Valera versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Watch your back.
Good. We get an Elec. Do I keep a Fan of Knives because it's a Fan of Knives? No, I'm trying to get a 4-drop. A 4-drop is more useful than a Fan of Knives. Wizard of Moses, that anecdote, Valera, you can choose one card per turn to pick 2 copies of. No more repeating than that. Oh. Cool. So we were less screwed than I thought. I mean, that's fair. Still, though, if I took 5 damage and he had an Eviscerate, we lose. Or, like, anything that cost that he could repeat, right? To deal 4 twice.
Wanna blow something up?
I love omelets.
I'm going to trade his 3-2 into this, think that the next 4-drop he plays is safe, and then we use a Cold Blood to get rid of it. Or this is fine too.
Here we go.
I got a Cold Blood if he wants to do something big. Cold Bloods are so good when you're on the board. And you have small cards. It's 2 conditions, but you meet them and there's not much you can do. Alright. That is something he can do. He's gonna kill this anyway, so I might as well as Cold Blood it.
Let me in, man! It's my turn! Back, beast!
Ooh!
Not playing that yet. It will have its turn.
1, 2! My turn! What?
Don't have it. Be forced to feed me a 4-drop. I mean a 6-drop. By the way, if he plays a 6-drop or even a 5-drop right now, I'm Mojo Master and Cold Blooding going face. Because it means he's got nothing.
I wonder...
Welp. I said I'd do it. I could just hit it, play the Bone Drake.
So many options.
Could even Bone Drake and Cold Blood. What's he gonna do for 7 mana? Because he couldn't do anything. This is terrible for him. Mojo Master lets me ensure my 7 damage goes face twice. Warbear maybe next turn? Yeah, that's fine though. Turn 8 is scarier? Yeah. I just... Like, if he Warbears, I don't care. What's he Warbearing? My 6-5? Then I do the same thing, right? And I destroyed more of his stuff.
At last! Worthy.
That was unfortunate.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Very unfortunate. Play it again. Well, now he's on turn 8. Now he could actually have something.
So many options.
I must choose soon.
Topos!
Here we go.
Just a secret. Then you are mine.
I'm gonna slow him down by 2 turns. I know he's having trouble with his mana right now. So hopefully this gets what needs to be done. I have a very good next turn, right? Either Bone Drake or Blink Fox and Ironforge. Ah, there we go. Mojo Master getting his value already.
Locked and loaded.
Here we go.
Your will is mine.
I've set him back 2 turns. He should be on turn 9 now, but he's on turn 7. Let's see if he has another big thing he can do. Meanwhile, I can curve out very well, right? Alright. It's kind of terrible.
Your will is mine.
Here we go.
Needs more taunts that are not dragons.
What to do?
See if he has them. That's a mech! Why is it a mech? I hate that I'm opening this up to buffs. But the alternative was to hit it, Ancient of Lore to heal it, hit it in again. You have a 4-3 that you can remove with 1 damage or a buff on the 2-3, and then just a 5-5 that you still can't kill him with the next turn. This forces him to have a buff all kind of deal to like get through it.
What to do?
And he still can't kill the 4-8. So he needs a buff all kind of deal and taunts. That's fine.
Here we go.
I could hit it and then heal.
That minion already attacked.
Like, he's a druid. He can't get through it. And that's game. Oh no, that's a freaking beetle. That is not game. God damn it. I heal it. Hit. Or I can heal it. Hit. And then go face. It's not lethal, guys. This makes him gain 3 health.
Choose soon.
Alas!
I can see.
There we go. Put enough pressure, got through to him. Mojo Master, it was okay. He kind of did his job. I think at that point, though, because I had so many things up, just getting another large taunt would have won me the game anyway. Because we were debating between that and whatever legendary was that was 3 mana, 2/2. Copy a card on the board. One of your cards on the board. It really limits his options to Mojo Master. Especially if you're afraid of like a UI or a Mind Control or a Pyroblast.
You're back.
Do I keep the Dragon Slayer? No, I can get something better, right? 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 Thank you.
Choose soon.
Siphon Cell's terrible against Warlock. Morrigan? Morrigan's okay. But it's not gonna, like, if you think the Nercon Blade and Morrigan are gonna somehow come together and be okay, that's not gonna happen. Our pulls are decent for Morrigan, but I'm just gonna take this. We have one other hard removal. Sheep Shot is a pseudo hard removal. This could be a large Warlock. It's more like we could really use the heal. We can Necreum Blade whatever comes out, so I'm okay with a plated beetle here. Normally you see me just dagger there, but he's a Warlock, I want to hit his face, and if he plays at 3, a lot of them, I could just Necreum Blade down. Yep, like that. Could have been Beastmaster this. Go face.
So many options.
Because he still has a coin.
Lambs? Those aren't exciting enough.
Play around Dark Iron? You never play around Dark Iron. It's not seen enough for you to play around, and it's a one-of-a-kind effect. Nothing else gives it +2. Playing around Dark Iron was a classic thing. Like... yeah, see, he's got nothing. Just wow.
Here we go.
Okay, Defile doesn't kill everything, Hellfire doesn't kill everything. We're gonna play inefficiently next turn, but that's fine. He's even more screwed if he's got neither of those two. We already know he doesn't have a 4-mana card that removes my 3/4. So unless he has a 5-mana card that does it, which would be weird, we're good. And we can afford to anti-tempo a little next turn with the Silver Moon.
So many possibilities. Almost out of time.
He's almost out of time.
So many possibilities.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Oh, that's not good. For him, I mean. Happy to take the value, I think.
Here we go.
shall not fall.
Put him in the same position. He can't clear my guy with a Defile. He can't clear with a Hellfire. Keep my 3-2 alive. Okay. Plays a 0 mana 2/1 Wisp. Oh, and the payoff. I see the payoff. Okay.
Choose soon. So many options.
Remember, kill to loss. Back, beast.
So many possibilities.
Whatever he does, I have to put the Furies in next. I'm going to draw my hard removals later on anyway. I need a better turn with the Volatile Elemental. So I Furious that in, it stalls the board next turn to whatever he does. Then I can, you know, do my stuff with the Necrium Blade or a dagger and whatever. Your tempo plays Volatile Elemental and then Necrium Blade. It would get you an extra Volatile Elemental on the board. And you would lose the 2/1. And you'd have a Necrium Blade out also. So, it is more tempo, but, like, is it worth it? It also saves the Siphon Soul. I wouldn't be too worried about saving the Siphon Soul. Wow, he's even leaving the Untamed Beastmaster alone. That's weird. See, we get another walk the plank kind of thing. Plank, dagger, go.
Remember, kill to loss.
Okay. Let him hard remove the Furious at N. It's gonna take his entire turn, then we can Necrium Blade set up. Or just Furious at N again. I don't think he has 2 hard removals.
Shiny, shiny, lovely loot.
Okay, so he's just gonna let me go face? Jeez. That's weird. I almost win if I just Necrium Blade his face.
Here we go.
Remember, kill to loss. Back, beast.
In case he Hellfires or something. Temple Siphon Souls. Bet you don't see a lot of that. That is what we needed at the time. Our other cards are flexible. The Siphon Soul is not. We got more hard removals coming up. Even if we didn't have a hard removal there, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Oh, MCT. Wonderful. Still needs a follow-up. Just to, like, not die. That's a decent follow-up. Do we just Etten? No, we can't Etten.
Here we go.
We could have horrored and then volatiled.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I must choose soon.
That may have been better. That's not good for him. GG. I saved this so I could do this twice. Once with this, one with the Mossy Heart, right? Which together is like 9 damage. And that gets through everything except a Void Horror. Or like a Sleepy Dragon.
Valera versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, it's not the same Warlock, by the way. I'm not gonna Volatile on 2. I might. If he's fast, I might. I'll keep it. Like, if he plays a 3-2 or something, I'll Volatile. Definitely daggering.
Here we go.
Okay, so he just drew 2 cards, rather than do anything on the board. Like, we're still even, like, he's just basically up 2 cards from drawing. And we're up the tempo. Okay, now he's gonna be on the board with a extremely annoying card. KK. Defile away. Hellfire away. Please give me something to play. That is not something to play. Incorrectly identified my definition of something to play.
Locked and loaded. I'm unstable.
Rot into my core.
Yeah, I'll wait for this.
Don't mess with me.
Here we go.
You are not welcome here. I should meet you.
That's the taunt I want.
I will purify the fallen.
The sun has set for me.
Okay. I can sheep shot this board away.
Here we go.
Let the pain speak to me.
Mind if I roll neat?
Oh, good. Thank you for giving something to kill this off with.
Lightning strikes twice.
Never see me coming.
Okay. Oh, I want my Omega agents.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Here we go.
We are one. We are one.
Okay. Oh.
Only a fool rejects the Lich King.
Oh, seriously? Mojo Master time. Have to be Mojo next time. On the bright side, I didn't use up my wasp. Jesus.
Flashlings are so fragile.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
You love my new recipe.
Alright. Pretty convinced we ain't winning this one.
Here we go.
Remember, kill Thalas.
Just a sip. Then you are mine. Who wants a piece of this?
Alright, we're not dead. We got Mossy. Nope, wrong 6-drop.
Your will is mine.
Remember, kill Thalas.
Here we go.
If he just kills the 3-1 and thinks I don't have reach, I have lethal. So no heals, no whatevers.
big, sharp, pointy teeth!
Alright, interesting. Unplayable Dragon Slayer. Nice, nice, nice. So the only question is, do I dagger to get an extra dragon? Or do I hold the blade? I think I hold the blade. Because holding the blade gives me lethal next turn, if he doesn't get lethal this turn.